Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about shapes. We're going to be talking about the attributes of the shapes, such as size and vertices. Our objective for this lesson is I will be able to identify two-dimensional shapes and describe their attributes using formal geometric language. Before we start describing the attributes of the shapes, let's go over the shape. So I want you to look at the shape that I'm going to draw. I want you to look and I want you to think about what's the name of the shape. So let's get started. Okay, so what shape is this, boys and girls? If you say circle, you're right. Let's do another one. As I draw it, say what shape is it? What shape is it, boys and girls? Yes, you're right. If you say triangle, you are correct. Let's do another one. What shape is this, boys and girls? If you say rectangle, you're correct. It is a rectangle. Pay attention to the next shape. What shape is it, boys and girls? If you said a square, you're right. It is a square. Okay, boys and girls, let's go over the last shape. Our last shape looks like this. Can anybody remember the name of the shape? If you say pentagon, you're correct. It is a pentagon. Later on in the video, we will see the attributes to know why is the name a pentagon. Why is this shape a pentagon? Now, let's go over the shape's attributes. You might be asking yourself, what is an attribute? Well, an attribute defines the shape by its number of vertices and the number of sides. Let's go over vertices first. So what are vertices? Vertices is the point where two or more straight lines meet. For, for instance, if I draw this shape and I try to locate my vertices, I will look at, at the two straight lines. So let's look at this one. So 1 and 2. So it's the point where two or more straight lines meet. If I look at this corner, I will notice that that's one of my vertices. And I could tell that my triangle still has more. So I see 1, 2, and 3. So I could say this triangle has 3 vertices because it has 3 points where two or more straight lines meet. So this triangle has 3 vertices. Vertices. 3 vertices. So in the previous part, we did triangles. So now let's look at the next one. So what shape am I drawing? Yes, I did a circle. So let's look at the circle. Do we have any lines? Do we have any straight lines? No, we don't. So the circle goes round and round. So that means it has 0 vertices because we don't have anywhere where the lines meet. Because the circle just goes round and round. Let's go to the next one. What shape am I drawing? If you said rectangle, you're correct. So let's see how many vertices does this have. So we notice that we have one, so we have two lines meeting, so that will be one vertex. Then we have another one here, so that will be two. Then another one here, three, and four. So this means that this shape has four vertices. Now, let's go to the next shape. This is our pentagon. So let's see how many vertices this pentagon has. So let's see. Over here, we have one. We have another one here, two, three, four, and five. So we could say that we have 5 points or 5 vertices, and we know we have 5 because there's two lines that are connected to each other. And our last shape. What shape is it, boys and girls? If you say a square, you're right. It is a square. So let's see how many vertices does it have. It has 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we could tell that this shape has 4 vertices. Now let's go over sides. What is a side? A side is the outside line segment of a shape. So if we look at this shape, a triangle, we are going to be looking at how many sides does it have. So we know that the sides are the outside lines. So let's see. We know this is 1. So let's say 1. This is another one, 2, and 3. So we could say that this triangle has 1, 2, and 3 sides. So let's write it down. So let's write 3 sides. So let's find the size of the shapes. Let's start with this one. Can you guess what shape am I drawing? Yes, you're right. It is a circle. So let's see how many sizes it has. Well, for a circle, we know that it's just round and round. And we know it doesn't have any straight sides. So that will mean that it has 0 sides. Let's go to the next shape. Can you guess what shape am I drawing? If you say rectangle, you are correct. Let's see how many sides does a rectangle have. So it has 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it has 4 sides. Let's go to the next shape. What shape is it, boys and girls? If you said a square, you're right. Let's see how many sides does it have. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. The square has also 4 sides, just like the rectangle. Now let's go over the last one. What shape is it, boys and girls? If you said a pentagon, you're right. Let's see how many sides does a pentagon have. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has 5 sides. Now is your turn. Look around your house and see if you could find a circle, triangle, rectangle, square, and a pentagon shape. When you have located this item, You could ask yourself, what are the attributes of this object? So you will be looking for how many sizes, how many vertices this object has.